Assalamu alaikum. Students, you know that we are learning how to solve quadratic equations. And in the previous video, we discussed about some methods in which you can solve quadratic equations. And in this video, we'll be looking at an example in which we will see how to apply a combination of completing square method and square root method to solve a quadratic equation. We have example number 4, page number 8, D3 7th edition, and the question is we have to solve this quadratic equation. The quadratic equation is x square plus 4x minus 3 equals to 0, and we have to solve it. We have to find the values of x, and you can also call the values of x as roots and solutions. So before starting the question, the first thing which comes in our mind is that why are we using this completing square method? Why are we not going for a factorization method? So students, you can take this opportunity, you can take your time, you can solve this question by factorization method. But the problem is that the factors are not that much easy. The factors are in decimal, and you will not be able to make the factors correctly. You will be looking at 4 and 3 and you will be saying that 3 and 1 are the factors. Why I'm not going with factorization? 3 and 1 are not the factors. You have to make sure the sign as well. When you will be applying the middle term breaking method, you will see that you will not be able to make the factors very easily. So that's why we are not going for factorization, because when the factors are in decimal, we cannot make factors. The next method is the formula method. The formula method is very easy, but we haven't discussed that method. So that's why we are going with completing square method, because this method is always applicable. It can be applied in any situation, just like the formula method. And we are not going for the graph method because the graph method is very laborious. So that's why we are going for completing square method. So you guys know how to apply completing square method. In order to apply the completing square method, we have to make an identity. So we have to convert our form, we have to convert our question in a specific form, and then when the form is completed, when the identity is formed, we apply square root method to get the values of x. And in this question, I have already did that. I will just discuss the question with you guys. The question is x square plus 4x minus 3 equals to 0. And what I have done, I have separated the two terms with the bracket and then minus 3 equals to 0 as it is. You can also shift this minus 3 on the other side of the equation. It doesn't matter, you can also do that. And now I have to focus on the coefficient of x because I have to make an identity over here. So I will focus on the coefficient of x, that is 4. So I will just divide it by 2 and I will get an answer of 2. So I have to add and subtract the square of 2. So I will add the square of 2 and I will subtract the square of 2. Then minus 3 equals to 0. On adding the square of 2, these three terms will automatically form an identity, and I just have to close it. The value of a is x, the sign is positive, and the value of b is 2. So x plus 2 whole square is the identity. Then the square of 2 is 4, and then minus 3 equals to 0. This minus 4 and this minus 3 is minus 7. I will shift it on the other side, it will become positive 7. And now I have converted my question into the required form where I can apply square root method to get the value of x and y. So now I will apply taking square root on both the sides. I will take square root on both the sides. This square will be cancelled out by this root. This will be x plus 2 equals to, this will be positive and negative root 7. We discussed that previously. Whenever you are going to take the square root of any number, you have to add a negative and a positive sign. And then I have two situations now. First, I will write x plus 2 with the positive root 7, and then I will write x plus 2 with a negative root 7. So x plus 2 equals to positive root 7. This plus 2 will go on that side, it will become minus 2, and the value of x will be equals to 0.65. I have rounded the answer into two decimal places. And when I will go for x plus 2 equals to minus root 7, this positive 2 will go on the other side, it will become negative, and then minus root 7, you can use your calculator for that, and minus 2 will give me an answer of minus 4.65. So these are the two factors, these are the two roots, or you can say that these are the two solution of x. So this was the answer of x, and you guys were saying that I have to use the factorization method because it is very much popular and easy. But how can I make these two factors, 0.65 and 4.65? I don't know how to make it in decimals, so that's why I solved it through completing square method, which is not that much difficult, but students find it difficult, and I am sure that by looking at these videos and by practicing questions, we will be able to overcome this difficulty. So this was a question on quadratic equations solution by completing square method, and there are lots of questions in D3. I hope you will practice them now, and if you still have any query, you can tell me. We can discuss it, or we can more some more videos. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.